Good morning. Magistrate Fink will be on in just a few moments. Please make sure your microphones are muted until she calls your case. Also, please make sure we have an identifiable name so we can call your case. So the gentleman in the nice suit and tie, I don't believe you're Sarah.
Yeah, I'm on my girlfriend's laptop. I'm Zach
You're
Hines.
Zach. All right, I'll take care of that. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, magistrate will be on in just a few moments.
Okay.
Pittsfield Township versus Zachary Hines.
Yep.
Could you state your name, please?
Zachary Hines.
Mr. Hines, you're here today on a ticket issued to you on March 22nd, 2022 on Carpenter near Washtenaw in Pittsfield Township. The ticket was issued for failing to yield. The penalty for that is $130 in fines and court costs and 2 points on your driving record. It appears that you are eligible to do the driver improvement course through the Secretary of State. So you can admit responsibility or we can have a hearing. What would you like to do?
I would like to have a hearing.
Okay, could you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this matter is the truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, Officer Podlaha will testify first. When he's finished, you can tell me whatever it is you want me to know. When you're ready, go ahead.
Good morning, Your Honor. This was a citation issued as a result of a traffic crash. The accident took place on Carpenter Road, south of Washtenaw Avenue. Both vehicles were northbound on Carpenter Road. The Unit 2 vehicle was northbound in the left turn lane. Mr. Hines was northbound in the through lane. And according to both parties, Mr. Hines merged left into the left turn lane and struck Unit 2 on the front passenger side corner with his rear driver's side corner. And so I issued the citation for fail to yield right of way because Unit 2 is already established in the left turn lane. So when he merged left into the lane, he struck the vehicle.
Okay, so maybe this doesn't matter, but since we're talking about it, do we know whether Unit 2 was properly in that lane or had entered it too soon? Do we know what the markings were on that? Were they intending to stay in that lane and turn left?
That I do not know.
Okay, all right, go ahead, Mr. Hines.
All right. So there was only one witness to the accident, and it was my girlfriend in the passenger seat. So the kid, he was working for Jimmy John's. He was clocked in. He was not paying attention. It was obvious. I looked in my rearview mirror. We both entered the lane at the same time. I believe he had his mom come in after the accident, and she kind of like guided him on what to say here. Like, it wasn't perfect, but we both got in. He was a decent ways back, and he was going pretty fast. We had enough time for me to get in the lane, be secured in the lane. He was driving past multiple establishments in a turn lane, speeding. And I was able to say, quote, "Yo, this guy is coming in hot." And my girlfriend can account for that. And then a couple seconds went by, and then bam, the impact happened. I didn't say anything during the crash because I was driving my girlfriend's car. She was late for school. I was trying to get her back, and I was just kind of like flustered. You know, accident just happened. I was driving my girlfriend's car, and I was afraid that, you know, we were gonna get in trouble for that. But that's why I didn't speak up on me being already in the lane when he rear-ended me.
Officer Podlaha, can you again tell me what the damage was?
The damage didn't, from my memory, it didn't seem to be too severe. I just know that the impact to the vehicles was Unit 2 was the front passenger corner, and Unit 1 was the rear driver corner. So
hitting sideways, not a rear end.
Correct.
Okay. You understand the difference there, Mr. Hines?
Yeah, so I do have pictures on that. When the officer got there, I had already ripped off the fender because it was in the way of the wheel being able to turn. It looks like the corner damage, but it was really just the back, and it was very minor cosmetic damage. But I peeled off a lot of the bumper on the driver's side just so we could, get to driving it. But I do understand what he's saying there.
Okay. So let me just make sure I understand your testimony, Mr. Hines. You you were traveling northbound on Carpenter, entered the left turn lane to turn left on, I'm assuming on Packard,
Yeah.
or or were you going to turn left on Washtenaw?
We were gonna turn. I didn't need to get into the turn lane, but I thought I did because there's two turning there. We were gonna go on the highway and go southbound on
Okay.
23.
So which of the left turn lanes did you get into? There are two lanes that turn left.
Yeah.
Were
So
you-
one of
you
the
in
lanes is like a current driving lane, which I didn't realize was a turn lane. I couldn't see coming up, so I got into where you pass the yellow lines into the excuse me, into the middle of the road.
Okay.
And when
So
I did go in, I
The
did notice.
the furthest lane to the left is the one that you ended up in.
Yep.
Okay. And you're saying that you saw this other vehicle enter the lane, or you saw the other vehicle already in the lane?
When I was entering, I saw him entering the lane. He was further back though. So it wasn't like he was right behind me. There was a few cars in between. So when I was getting over, I noticed that he was also getting over. He might have been, it couldn't have been exact same time, but he was getting over. He might have saw it at the last moment and tried to turn a little bit left to where it might have caused that kind of passenger side damage on his car and the driver's side damage on my car.
How far back do you think he was when you both entered that lane?
When we were both entering the lane, he was about 3 cars back, and I was securely in the lane when I rechecked my rearview mirror and saw him. And I noticed that he was coming up fast. He had to be distracted, must have been texting. I don't know, he was delivering.
I don't want you to speculate about what was happening in his
Okay.
car. That doesn't help me.
Okay. So I noticed that he was, when I rechecked my rear view mirror when we were both already in the lane, that he was coming in hot. And then I commented on it.
Okay.
A couple seconds passed and then impact.
All right. Officer Padlaha, is this, I know you didn't witness this, is this version of events plausible given what you saw at the scene?
Potentially, yes, it's plausible.
All right. Going to find you not responsible today, Mr. Hines. You're all set.
Thank you.
All right.